Are you live? So far got people joining. Not bad, huh? Okay. And we are live. Hello and welcome to yet another edition of 3:33 PM podcast. We are FootBoleh and we are the voice of Asia in terms of football. And this is the 3:33 PM podcast where we discuss the hottest debates in football. And before we start the show proper, since today is a special Liverpool edition, as you can see, YNWA, alright, before we start the show proper, we are going to have a special segment for Arsene Wenger because, if you have read the news yesterday, he actually is going to leave come end of the season. So, my second host, Heikel here, is, as you know, a Arsenal fan, He's an Arsenal fan. So, he's got something to share.
I'm a very, very happy man. It's about time. Wanted him gone. It's a bit harsh to say wanted him gone, but feel like he should have left after winning the FA Cup against the one before Aston Villa, or probably Aston Villa as well, because he should have left on a high. Took him long enough, and if you remember there was the 4th episode, if I remember correctly. I said that this is Arsene Wenger's last season. The signs are there. New director of football, new head scout. Very, very happy. Can't wait for the new manager to come in.
Alright, that's good, Heikel, that's good. Okay, so with that segment gone, we are now going to start the show proper. Anything else before you leave and say goodbye?
Yeah. First episode, you said that I have... I have this.
Yeah, okay, so he made this last season. And it kind of went viral on Instagram because he was one of the very few people to do it in Singapore, besides the other guy who did it at the Coldplay concert. So yeah, what are you going to do with it now?
Now that you're gone, I don't think I need this anymore, so yeah. So
that's how an Arsenal fan feels. He's more than happy to tear it up now. Alright, so we are going to start the segment proper as we promised, a Liverpool special edition. We've got two very, very esteemed guests and we are pleased to have them. So Heikel, please take your leave. We can have the two guests on the show. Alright, okay, so today we have two very important guests. We have Brian on the left. He's one of the administrators on LFC Cop Talk page Singapore. Of course, Liverpool fan, no need to say. Alright, and we have Shuko, ex-S-League player, used to play for Home United, Tampines and Warriors.
Hello.
And he's here today as well, also another Liverpool fan. Alright, so we have two very colourful characters to be on the show. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, so before I talk more about Liverpool, let me just do a shout out to our fans last week. So last week's segment we had a legend versus future legend, and we had a poll for whether it's going to be Torres or Griezmann. And according to you fans, 28 people selected Griezmann over the 9 who selected Torres. So congratulations, everyone prefers Griezmann compared to Torres. And also at Riffy Pals, you actually predicted that George Campos was the right player for Thiru's question last week. Thiru asked, short, Mexican, not Javier Hernandez. And you predicted George Campos, so well done. This is a shout out to you, and we will try to get you on the show as well. Realize you're a Singaporean. Alright, let's start the show proper for the LFC special edition. And first question I'm going to ask these guys. Alright, Shuko, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Your love for LFC, how did it begin?
How did it begin? Well, It began when I was, I think I'm about in primary 6, 12 years old. And it was, I think it's a FA Cup final. I just remember vividly about that game. It was a FA Cup final, and eventually Liverpool lost to Man U. It was a game versus Man U. Eric Cantona scored that goal. I think it's at Foley. It was that game. So I watched. I happened to watch that game. My uncles, my father is all watching that game. Liverpool lost, but I just somehow I like Liverpool more than Man U somehow, and then I follow Liverpool from then on. Robbie Fowler is one of those players that are incredible at that point. Steve McManaman and all this. Yeah, so it began from there.
That's good. That's good. That's good to hear. I mean, even with the loss, you still support Liverpool. So yeah, that's good to hear.
It's going to be the same for me. I fell in love with Liverpool when we lost 2-0 at home to Arsenal. Yeah, that's close to...
Which year was this?
That's more than 30 decades.
Wow.
Yeah, 30.
30 years, 30 years.
Three decades ago. Yeah. So, we were expected to win. My dad was all going to make coffee. We were losing 1-0 and, injury time. Then came Michael Thomas. Killed everything. Yeah, because I love the color red, I decided I would stick with them. There were two reds, but I decided to stick with Liverpool, and it's been like that ever since.
Nice. All right. Okay. Next question I'm gonna ask is favorite memory of LFC.
Okay.
Shiko.
Very straightforward. It would be the Champions League final with AC Milan. A great comeback from 3-0 down to 3-3, and they went on to win the penalty. And that was a fantastic game. I was already I remember watching that game, losing. I was like devastated, disappointed, looking at a final.
Yeah, we all felt like that.
Yeah, and it was a final, and the score was 3-0. I thought Liverpool couldn't win the cup.
Yep.
And as the game progresses in the second half, Steven Gerrard did all his work together with the rest, and it was a good memory. It just stays on for very long, even until today, because it's a really
never forget this kind
game.
of memories.
Yeah, it's really a good game.
All right, Brian.
Mine would be the Europa final, Alaves. Okay, that's 2001.
4-3.
Yeah, it was 5-4.
Oh, 5-4. Yeah.
5-4. It was 5-4. It was back and forth. We could have won it. We could have lost it. We could have won it, and at the end, silver goal decided the game. And that being a little older, it stays a bit longer. I'm not saying the Champions League final is any less.
Yeah.
It stays with your heart.
Yeah.
But I think the first European trophy that I got to see Liverpool pick up, that has to be the back of my mind.
Back then, it was still called the UEFA.
Yeah,
the
UEFA Cup as well, right? Yeah,
UEFA.
Yes, and that season was the season where we won
Five
cups.
Yeah.
5, including the one
Super
against
Cup.
Bayern, the Super Cup. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so nice memories. All right, we took a trip down memory lane.
Yeah.
That was really beautiful. Okay, so let's go on to talk about the happenings of this season. Liverpool, as exciting as always. They always do it the hard way.
Yeah.
But luckily for us this season, Champions League has come somewhat easy. As in, the fixtures were tough, yes, but the way they took it, it wasn't the hard way, the normal way that Liverpool struggle and then they see the game out by 1 goal or something. But no, they actually managed to win the first game against Porto 5-0. Then the second game against Man City, they won 3-0. So it was a bit more laid back, more relaxed. So Champions League semi-finals. We are fighting for second place in the league. Exciting times, really exciting times. Unfortunately, Man City is of course too good for us this moment, but maybe next season, right? Okay, so for this season, the front three of LFC, they have ran riot, right? They've ran through brick walls and everything.
Record breakers.
Yeah, they're really record breakers. Just talk about Firmino. Firmino actually broke a 130-year record of in the whole history of football.
It's going to stand for a while.
He's going to stand for a while, definitely. And as a striker as well. So he has 50 plus chances created.
Correct.
And he has 60 plus tackles, all in a single season, provided keeping intact, of course, his goals as well.
Yeah.
His goals and his assists as well. Also not forgetting that in the Premier League right now in this season, he is the highest tackler.
Yeah.
He has got the highest tackle completion rate compared to any other defender. Even people like Mustafi Kompany or Otamendi are behind him actually. So it speaks volume about his tackling rate as a striker. So my question is, out of the top three, who do you think is the most important? Brian.
Right now, for me, it should be Firmino. The reason why he adds a dimension to both the midfield, he is like an anchor point for the midfield as well as the attack.
Yep.
So, where he's required, he comes back, he harasses, he makes the tackles, and then after that, while the focus is all to the width, either with Mili or with Lallana or with Salah, then he starts to drift into that position where he's deadly.
Yeah.
And that is very fundamental for forward. To call him a striker, I think, is injustice.
Yeah.
He's not a striker. A striker would be even Cristiano. I wouldn't consider him a striker.
Yeah,
A striker is a dead for dead striker. Harry Kane, for instance.
Yep.
He's a striker. Firmino is a forward, and that's what he does. And I don't think that there will be anyone in the near future to actually break records like he has done this season.
Yep. What about you, Shuko? Out of the front three,
I will go for Mo Salah.
Mo Salah.
Yeah, because I think his creativity and a lot of his movement are actually without the ball that creates something for the three attacking, including himself. So I will go with Mo Salah. I think he made a lot of difference since he came, and I'm quite impressed with how he contribute for Liverpool right now. A bit unexpected actually to see Liverpool progress this far for the Champions League, but.
Yep.
Football is like that. You need sometimes you don't need a star player to make a team. You need a hardworking player, smart player like Salah, and it just have a lot of difference.
Yep. All right. So Brian's going with Firmino, and Shuko's going with Salah. No one's picking Mane.
I still would think that Mane contribute a lot
Yeah.
because as you can see, Mane is outright speedy player, one direction, and he push at the defenders, at the opponent. So it's a different kind of player.
Yep.
I'm not pushing him out of the picture.
Definitely.
Of course, he's also important. He's a smart player also, but compared to Mo Salah, one is with flair and one is outright just speed.
Yeah, it's just about who you think your favorite player is, and
Correct.
yeah. All right, let's move on to the next question. We're going to talk about the signing of the season, besides Salah, of course, for Liverpool. All right, signing of the January transfer window. VVD, Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
There was an article by Troy. It could be biased. Well, I actually think it's biased, but yeah. So he wrote an article saying that VVD is the most complete defender in the EPL. What are your thoughts, Shuko? Anyone else that you think surpasses him?
It's too early to tell actually.
I agree.
I think he need more games. Obviously, we haven't really seen the flaws yet, but so far he's been quite compatible. Reliable at the back. We just need more games. I think in a few seasons we can see how good he is. Right now, I think he's quite safe for Liverpool.
Yep.
Overall, that's my.
Yeah, you mentioned something about compatible, right? So I'm going to pose the question to Brian. He has upped Matip and Lovren's game. Definitely, he has upped it by miles. Right?
Yes,
Just that
he
one
has.
addition.
Okay.
So, is he really compatible with Lovren and Matip?
I wouldn't use the word compatible. I think he complements players very well. It's not just his defense, but the players in front of him. When you are as good as you say you are,
Yeah.
and when you have that presence, the other players around you will have that that feeling, that confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, Shugo will understand it.
Yeah.
You
I
playing
also
and
believe sometimes the presence make a whole difference in a team. Yeah, right.
So, like what he said, it's too early to tell. Okay, Company
Yeah.
is an established defender.
Yep.
He's a ball-playing defender just like VVD. To say that VVD won't surpass Company is perhaps too premature.
Too early of
premature. But there again, I think he has every tool to succeed. You know?
Definitely.
Alright, so that has VVD covered. Looking at on top of VVD and in between the front three, we've got the important midfielders. We've got Henderson, our captain. We've got Emre Can. We've got Lallana. We've got Wijnaldum, Millie, and not forgetting my favourite, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Okay, but with the arrival of Keita next season and the imminent loss of Emre Can come the end of the season, who do you think will be the midfield trio, provided there are no replacements for Emre Can and there are no more additions? Who do you think will be the midfield trio?
For me, it would be Keita, Henderson, and Ox.
Right.
If we are going all out, these will be the three I would stay with.
Yeah. Then just slot in Millie for some
Correct.
insurance, and What about you, Shuko?
Myself, you mean you're talking about if Keita is signed or
Yes,
don't sign?
I think Keita is already signed, so
Okay.
we've got Keita coming in, and we're looking at if Emre Can leaves as well.
Okay.
So.
Okay, if he leaves, I think Anderson, of course, yes, he will play, and then with Keita, probably with Ox also. Ox, yeah.
Alright, so the same three as well. Okay, so that covers most of the first 11. Alright, right now, before I ask you about what we want to strengthen, looking at the current squad, who is the one person that you think will definitely be on the name list for the first 11? Game in, every game, week in, week out. Shuko.
Salah.
Firmino.
They're going with the picks from the front three as well. Alright, so let's go on and ask, who do you think, which areas the LFC needs strengthening? And at the same time, alright, let's just answer this question first. Who do you think, which are the areas that you think LFC needs strengthening?
Goalkeeper?
Goalkeeper. Alright,
Yeah.
not so confident with
Goals,
Karius?
Actually, I'm not too sure about the goalkeeping department, so yeah, I'll go with goalkeeper.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay. What about Brian?
Goalkeeping as well as establish number 6. I think
yes, we have been
Henderson
talking about
is
that.
doing ideal job at the moment, but I think he may provide an option up front. He primarily isn't a holding mid.
Yep.
He's not a holding mid. So to have established number 6 would allow Henderson to probably play to his strengths. And the options will be wider.
Yeah.
With Lallana now in and out, being injured, I think that's my take. That's how I see it. Otherwise, the front three is perfect. You might never know. Iggs might just start to pick up.
I hope he does though.
Yeah.
He has gone through a torrid time with injury. I hope he does pick up. I mean the squad looks strong.
Yeah. It is.
We maybe just need backup players to complement the bench, and when we need to rotate, they can come on. So far, Klopp hasn't gotten any signing wrong, and I hope it continues as well. But if you were Klopp, who's the one player you will want to see in red? The one player you will go all out to get him come to Anfield.
I would bring in. I don't know. I'm a fan of like Dybala. I think he's a fantastic player.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I would definitely go hunt him if I'm Klopp. Yeah,
He will come costly though.
costly, but I
Yes,
think
but
it's
yeah, definitely.
it's worth buying.
For me, it's going to be Rubens Neves.
Ruben Neves.
Okay, I've always seen him as an ideal number 6. He has everything that he needs to potentially be world class.
Scored a wonderful goal as well
He's
a
not,
few weeks ago.
He doesn't score once. All his 6 goals that he scored for Wolves so far has been magnificent. So I just hope that if Juninho is priced up, then Nivas.
Yeah.
Would
Alright,
be
so
an option.
Brian is saying that if Jorginho for Napoli,
Yeah,
Napoli, right?
that's
Yeah,
correct.
Napoli. If he's priced out, then Ruben Neves would be a good replacement.
Yes. very
All right.
much.
Okay, so that marks the end of talking about the current squad and what it looks like or what we think we want to predict for the future. Let's look at the last question. Okay, before we move on to our favorite segment, Legend versus Future Legend. What are LFC's chances in the Champions League this season, Shuko?
Champions. I will go there. I will go all the way that they
I'll
can
go as
become
far as
champions.
to say I concur. Champions.
They have
we
the- they have
have
the quality.
I would go on a limb and say we have the most complete squad there is to attack the cup.
I agree. Yeah, and their defense is looking solid as well
Yeah.
in recent days. Okay, last question before we move on. Who do you want in the final? Bayern, provided we make it, Bayern or Real? Who do you prefer, Brian?
I'd do Bayern. Yeah.
Me,
Yeah.
I think
You wouldn't want any of them.
I'm fine with anyone, but I would like to see a Liverpool and Real Madrid in the final. I think
Classic,
it'll be
right?
more competitive, and I would like to see how Cristiano react playing with Liverpool, because as you can see, Real Madrid like all forming around Cristiano. Without him, it looks like Real Madrid can progress far. It's like a one-man show.
Yeah.
But Liverpool is like, attackingly, we have 3 players. If they are not injured, we are definitely a threat for any team.
Yep.
So that'll be a good final if Liverpool progresses. Liverpool, Real Madrid. I would like to see that.
Alright,
For
so
me,
sorry,
why I want to see Bayern Munich is it's the front three for Bayern against the front three
Yeah, yeah.
for Liverpool. Ribery, Robin, all
and Lewandowski.
Lewandowski,
Yeah. 3 versus 3.
Yeah, true,
This
true.
Yep.
is a perfect 3-on-3. It's worth the watch.
Alright, so Brian is going for Liverpool versus Bayern,
Yeah.
and I nearly say Liverpool versus Brian, but yeah, Liverpool versus Bayern, and Shuko is going with Liverpool against Real Madrid. So
Let's hope
come
we win
what
Roma.
may, come what
Let's
may.
hope we win Roma first.
We're going to beat Roma.
Yeah, so let's hope we beat Roma first, alright? Okay, moving on to the Legend versus Future Legend segment. So as usual, we have this segment where we compare a legend and a future legend, alright, from the same club or same country with a similar playing position. So we have compared Peter Schmeichel with David De Gea. That was our first ever comparison. Heike's laughing because I remember saying David Schmeichel. I nearly said it again, but yeah. Alright, so we are going to compare for today's show. We are going to compare legend Owen, Michael Owen, alright, versus future legend Roberto Firmino. Okay, so let's start off with Shuko. Who would you pick?
I will go with Firmino.
Firmino.
Yep.
Alright, you want to state the case?
I like Firmino's style of play. Owen is out and a straightforward striker, always in the box and always in one direction, just pure speed. But Firmino is a modern striker, like what you already stated. He can defend, he can create, he can score. So he's a modern striker, even though he's not really a striker. He looks like a fake number 9. So I like his playing style. That's why I'll go with Firmino.
Alright, he's going with Firmino.
I'm going the opposite direction. I think when
Although
it term-
Firmino was...
Yeah. In comparison, I think Owen has established himself. Okay. Be it what may, I'm sure a lot of fans would disagree.
Yeah,
Agree to
because
disagree.
because of his move to...
Yeah, but the thing is, when you talk about legends, you talk about silverware, you talk about who he is
Yep,
in the football world.
Yep.
And Owen is Owen.
yes.
You will remember Owen in Liverpool's folklore for a while. Okay, Firmino is establishing himself. To say future, nothing is won. So until he wins something, until he breaks more records, it's to me, Owen still makes it.
Alright.
Okay, I'm not saying that Firmino won't, but still a while.
Yeah, still a long way to go
Yeah,
before
still
he...
a while.
Yeah.
True.
I get what you mean, Alright, so Shuko's going with Firmino.
Firmino.
And Brian's going with Owen. So it's a 1-1 draw. Shall I do my pick?
Why not? We want to know your thoughts.
Well, okay, Michael Owen was one of my favourite players. Apparently, whoever I started to pick as a favourite player from Liverpool left. Alright, started with McManaman. Okay, started with McManaman, and then after McManaman left, I chose Owen, and then Owen left. That's when I gave up, and then I just picked Buffon. I don't want to see any player leaving Liverpool. But now I've got Oxlade-Chamberlain as my favourite as well. So I don't know, man. Okay, so if I'm gonna pick, I'll go with Firmino actually, because like what Shuko said, hardworking. I prefer a player who's very hardworking, who talks on the pitch. Owen did talk on the pitch in terms of goals and everything else, but Firmino really ups the team's game. The way he comes back to win tackles, a lot of things that you see.
Tactically, he's disciplined.
Yeah, he is.
Disciplined.
I think the team on the whole is starting to mold itself very disciplinedly.
Yep.
I think from the back to the front, and that builds confidence, and that is, we are peaking at the very right time.
Yep.
So everything is for us, is for us to win.
Yeah.
Okay, the last 4 games to end on high, the
That's
Champions League. So yeah.
It's exciting times,
Definitely.
right? Building up to the World Cup, and then after that, we're going to kick off the new season as well. So really exciting for Liverpool. Yeah. So it has ended 2-1 in favour of Firmino, courtesy of me.
Thank you.
Sorry, Brian. I'm sorry, Brian.
I'm not disheartened. I'm not disheartened. I'm actually, as I said, one of my favorite players currently is Firmino.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I love him to bits because of his work ethic,
Bobby.
and he's a leading example.
So workhorse, man. Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So 2-1 to Firmino. Alright. Okay, we are gonna poll the question again like last week. We did the poll with Torres and Griezmann. So we will do the poll again this week. And so fans who are watching, go on and vote, and we will review the poll next week. So let's see if it's our Firmino who's gonna win, or it's gonna be his Owen. Alright, let's see about that. Okay, before we move on to match predictions for the upcoming matches, I wanna just do a quick fire round. A special quick fire round since we've got 2 guests today. Right? We've got 2 special guests, we're gonna do a quick fire round. So I'm gonna just say one word, and then you're gonna tell me what's the first thing that comes to your mind. Okay, just shout it out. Alright? Let's start with how about you choose scissors, paper, stone, and then see who starts first.
Okay.
Scissors, paper, stone.
Alright.
Okay, he starts first.
No, he wins, so he
win.
starts second.
Oh, so
That's how
loser
it,
starts first.
yes, that's how it works, man. That's how it works.
I thought winner starts.
Alright. So I'm not gonna let you look at my questions, but yeah. Alright, so
Football
quick fire
related
questions.
or
Yes,
anything?
definitely football related.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me, alright? Ready? You only got 5 seconds to answer each question, alright?
Okay.
Liverpool.
Forever.
Klopp.
Oh, it's not.
No. It's all yours. It's all yours.
okay.
Klopp.
My man,
Stevie G.
legend,
Favorite all-time player.
John Barnes.
Manchester United. Okay, so that goes the round for Brian. So Shuko, I'm gonna ask the same question, so you
Oh,
know,
same question,
you
okay.
know what you're gonna expect,
It's
right?
not fair.
Well, you lost the scissors paper stone. All right, so Shuko, you ready? But it might not be in the same order though, so you better be
sure.
careful,
Alright,
huh?
hit me.
All right, ready? Stevie G.
Class.
Klopp.
The best.
Favorite all-time player.
Stevie G.
Liverpool.
Winner.
Manchester United. Similar reaction from both. Right. Okay, so that was the special quickfire round that we had since we have 2 guests today. Okay, so we are going to end the show off with, as usual, our match prediction. But before that, I want to say thank you guys for being here. And
It was a pleasure.
yes,
Thanks
so
for having.
thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to end the show off with the match prediction. So let's hear it from you guys. Alright, Shuko, we have Juventus versus Napoli first.
Okay. You mean you just want to know win,
Yes,
lose, or you want to score?
Score prediction. Sorry,
People
sorry
start
about that. I
buying,
didn't
you know.
Yeah, man.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Alright, let's go with the score prediction. Just a quick score prediction.
2-0 Juventus win Napoli.
Alright, what about you?
Likewise. I
Likewise.
think
Yeah,
it's-
Napoli has been off form recently, right? Yeah. FA Cup semi-final, Man U versus Spurs. Brian.
Spurs.
Of course. Do I even need to ask you?
Spurs. Of
I'll
course.
just tell you that-
Score prediction.
I think it would be very close. Probably a 2-1.
Extra time?
No, 90 minutes.
90
2-1.
minutes. Alright. Shuko, extra time? Penalties?
No. 90 minutes. The game gonna finish in 90 minutes.
I wanna see penalties, please.
Spurs will win it. Maybe 2-1.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so both of you are going with the 2-1 Spurs win. Nice. Let's see. Chelsea versus Southampton.
Chelsea.
Brian. Chelsea.
It's going to be Chelsea.
What about Shuko?
Draw game.
Draw game.
2-2.
Extra time.
Yeah, extra time and
Penalties.
probably-
If it's penalties, who's gonna win?
penalty.
You gotta say Courtois is the better keeper, right?
Yeah, Courtois better. So I go with Chelsea.
Alright.
It's gonna be.
It's
a
going to be
draw game
2-0. Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea. He's going with Chelsea as well. If it goes to penalties, but he's going with the draw game for 90 minutes. Okay. Let's kick off the Europa League. We've got Marseille versus Salzburg. Shuko.
Marseille
Marseille.
2-0.
2-0.
It's going to be close. I think it's going to be a score draw. I got a feeling that Salzburg
It's gonna pull a
is-
surprise.
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
gonna
right?
be-
I was shocked as well when they beat Lazio. I was wow. Okay, next we are gonna go with Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. Shuko.
This is playing 2 legs. Or
Yes, they're playing 2 legs. So the first leg, Arsenal's at home.
Okay. Home game. I'll go with Arsenal.
Arsenal. Score prediction.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Right.
I'm going to make someone sad. I'm actually going to go with a score draw.
Score draw. Okay. So
And,
any goals for Atletico Madrid? Oh yeah, you said score draw.
Score
right?
draw.
Yeah.
Maybe
How many?
1-1 or 2-2.
Alright, Haikal, I'm gonna have you come into the show right now.
But wait. The return leg is going to be very interesting. I think for Wenger to go out on high, okay? I know you all
We
want to
gotta let
see-
the man finish, man.
Yeah, I know you all want to say, Wenger out and all that. Let's give him a good go away present. You know?
So what's the score?
Okay, home Arsenal score draw 2-2. Okay, away I think Arsenal will nick it 3-1 maybe and enter the finals.
Alright, so you're going with the Arsenal win, right? So
Arsenal
at the same
win,
time,
yeah.
you're saying that Arsenal will go into the finals as well.
Yes.
Alright, okay. Haikal.
You know what? I'm pretty sure you haven't watched the episodes. I don't pick Arsenal as the Europa League winner. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Even if Arsenal
But whoever he's picked has gone out so far. He went with Dortmund and Dortmund went out. Then went
I
Lazio,
didn't
then Lazio go out.
No wonder he don't pick Arsenal.
Good choice.
I did say
can
that.
Can I just shake your hand? That's a good choice. Arsenal.
So you know what? I picked Liverpool for the Champions League, by the way.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, so
Hey,
yeah.
It's alright.
Alright. Back to topic. Arsenal, Atletico Madrid. I think 2-1 Madrid. This week 2-1 Madrid. I think it'll be a
Crazy second leg.
2-0, something like that when the return match.
Oh, so you're not going with Arsenal qualify? Yeah, I mean, you already said it. Yeah. Alright. So Haikal, back to your spot over there. Go.
I'm not sitting next to you next time.
No space anyway.
Okay, so let's wrap it up with the all-important Champions League encounters. Let's talk about the Bayern versus Real Madrid first. Of course, we keep Liverpool Roma last. Yeah, so Bayern versus Real Madrid. Who's going to win the first leg? Bayern's at home. Shuko.
Okay, I'll go with Bayern first.
Score?
Just 1-0.
Are you going to go with Bayern to qualify on overall?
No, it will be Real. Like I said, I want
Like you
Real
said,
to be in the
yes.
final, so Real will win it at home the next leg.
Alright. Brian,
3-1.
first leg Bayern.
Yeah.
Second leg.
I think it would be a real win, but a close one, and Bayern to go on aggregate, to qualify on aggregate.
Okay, nice. Nice to hear. Lots of goals. Last one
Liverpool.
versus Roma. We don't have to pick who's going to win because we always know who we're going to pick. But I just
Yeah.
want a score prediction. Alright. What's the first leg going to be?
I think I'm gonna go big with Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool can score 4 goals first leg, 4-0.
I would say 3-0.
3-0. Right. Both going with big score predictions. What about the second leg? Is it going to be easy in Rome?
Not
it's
easy.
not.
I would
No, it's
say 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Yeah.
We're going to remain unbeaten all the way to the final, and I think probably a score draw maybe
Okay.
1-1.
Score draw. No clean sheet then.
No.
Doesn't
Besides
matter.
the first leg. Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Alright. I would love to see a clean sheet
Ultimate final.
from a goalkeeper's point of view. I would love to see a clean sheet. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. That's it for the show. Thank you
Right.
for being here, guys.
No
Two
problem.
very colorful guests, the creator Shuko Zailan and the infomaniac Brian. All right. Two very die-hard Liverpool fans. Thank you guys for being on the show one more time.
Thank you for having us.
We will love to have you again soon. All right, maybe during the World Cup season. Okay, that's it for today. This is FootBoleh 3:33 p.m. podcast. Thank you.